interesting. You think about the near-death experiences of the humans you know, but sometimes you forget that all of you are eternal beings and all of you are eternally connected. And nothing as insignificant as that which you call death ever separates this vibrational grid upon which you live. You are eternally connected to that which you are, you see. So as you acknowledge that there is no separation between what is physical and non-physical, and that it is all about energy, and that thought is energy, and that thought transcends all barriers or blockades of physical and non-physical, then we must go back to the first part of your question and say, unequivocally, you are eternally tied to one another. Now, we get, this caused Esther to ponder a little bit, because as much as she has adored Elsie, and as much as she knew this little cat was truly tied to pure positive energy, they've seen that cat's aura on several occasions. She shines brighter than any human being they've ever known. It did not occur to Esther to have conversations with Elsie. Talk to her father, she likes that a lot. Talk to us, she likes that a lot. A lot of dead friends. It did not occur to her to continue to have experience with Elsie until, in a moment of absolute non-resistance, her thought gently went to Elsie in a place of non-resistance, and all that is showed Esther and Jerry in a very focused way that there is no separation between what is physical and non-physical. There is no such thing as death. There is no such thing as death. There is no such thing as death. There is just energy focused in different locations at different times for different reasons. So what you want to ask yourself is, what is my intent? Why do I want to know about non-physical? Why do I want to don that broader perspective? We want you to don that broader perspective. Everything that we ever speak and every process that we ever offer is toward the end of you finding vibrational alignment with the whole that is you. Because you have been, you see, you were non-physical energy before you came into this body, but even while you're in this body, that larger part of you exists. And in this experience, that larger non-physical part of you is expanding because of you. So how do you separate out what part of this source energy, what part of Abraham is Esther, what part of Abraham is Jerry, what part of Abraham is you, what part of this thing that you want to maybe call God, what part of God am I? How do we find which piece of the clump am I? And we say, this is an all that is energy that is focused in a variety of places, but each and every one of those places has as much access to the whole of it as any other part of it. And so here is when we say Elsie, Cat Elsie, is non-physical energy too, who was expressing herself in a different way in a physical format. But how do you separate out the energy that is in your cat from the energy that is in your dog, from the energy that is in your food, from the energy that is in you? And we say it is all about intention, it is all about focus, it is all about perspective. It is not about hierarchy. It's not about moving your way up the karmic scale. It's not about some aspects of it being more evolved. It's about all of it being source energy expressing itself delightfully in this eternal, expansive dance. And every part of it, in other words, in the same way that we cannot separate you from the soup that we call Abraham, we cannot separate Elsie from the soup we call Abraham either. You see what we're getting at? No reason to do that. Here you are in your physical format having your glorious experience and every part of it adding to all that is. Now, sometimes humans who want to be at the top of the pile or want to be here for reason and expansion and growth, they are uneasy at the idea that all of us continue to exist because we cannot cease to exist. In other words, it's just a given. Life just continues to happen. And it turns out, and you know that when you reemerge into non-physical completely, and we're wanting to help you to find it here, the only reason that